right, collective. So I already started off some of your oracle cards. Make sure that you guys are taking time to rest and recharge this weekend, because I feel like a lot of you might be overly exhausted and not really taking time for yourself to recharge. Like, make sure that you're getting your naps in if you usually take a nap. If you don't usually take a nap, I suggest that you take a nap, because I feel like with the time change, you might be feeling a little like weird. Okay. All right. So you got choices here. Choices. Feeling blocked and restrained. Why do I feel like this is a delusion? By the way, I am using the Alice and Wonderland deck, Oracle deck. Okay. I feel like this is a delusion. I'm not even about to lie, guys. Collective, I need you guys to make sure that you're not getting mixed in with some of your delusions this weekend, because I feel like you're sitting there pondering what's wrong with you, possibly, or that you might be feeling stuck when in a situation, when in reality you're not feeling stuck at all. You have the decision, your own personal decisions, to walk away from certain situations that no longer serve you. Or if you feel blocked, you have the power to change how you feel and what to do with it. Okay, so I feel like a lot of it is just mixed emotions and you feeling blocked, when in reality you're not really blocked. It might be just you blocking your own like things, but I feel like this is a delusion. I want to be a queen. Declaring freedom, passing a test. I feel like, collective, you might have just passed a test and not even realized it. I feel like you passed multiple tests this weekend. You might have a lot of people from your past, like past energy, that you're trying to like break out of a cycle possibly, and you might be having people from your past like chasing after you, trying to like make up for like what they did behind your back or in front of your face, and just like trying to get you to turn around back on like you making a decision from walking away from this energy. You passed the test whether you realized it or not. Some people, you know which energy is good and which energy is not good. So I feel like if you are communicating with people here from your past, you're just closing out a chapter or closing out conversations that need to be done. Like, you're having last conversations that need to be done with certain people. So that way there's no ill will, and just technically moving on from a situation or situations that don't serve you no more or just made you feel some type of way. Growing up, wanting to grow and experience rejection of perpetual youth. Listen, some of you might be rejecting your own growth with this card. All right. I do feel here because, listen, you're feeling blocked. Feeling blocked was the first one. Let's not forget. Some of yous, I feel like you're your own rejection. You are your own blocked, like blocked energy, because if you feel like stuck and that you feel like you're not growing enough, it's because in reality you're not doing the action to take, like, you're not doing the actions that need to be done to grow up, get yourself out of certain situations that don't serve you. Like, if you know that you don't have to stay somewhere or be in a certain cycle, you know you can block it, you need to just do it. Okay? Talking here specifically to a person that knows that they're blocking their own blessings, okay? Or their own growth. And you are somebody here that is experienced, all right? You might be an older feminine or older masculine, or just somebody here that's very wise, and you know you're wise. And I feel like If you feel like you're blocked, I feel at this point it's you. Self-worth and expectations is the next oracle card. I think this is going to be all oracles, guys. Guys. Collective. Listen, I'm not nobody's sister, auntie, mom, grandmother, great grandmother, etc. Y'all need to know that you need to start having more self-worth when it comes to yourself, because you are a rare gem. You are somebody here that is beautiful, and a lot of people deep down inside really do like you, but also a lot of people envy you. But listen, like Cat Williams said, if you don't got haters, what the fuck are like, listen, if you don't got haters, right? If you don't got haters, then what the fuck are you even doing? Like, come on now. You know that you can be in this energy of loving yourself more. Whoever I'm talking to, I feel like this might gravitate towards a few people this weekend, because you might be sitting back this weekend in your thoughts. There's a lot of people that are sitting back in their thoughts. Listen, I was sitting back in my thoughts too, but only certain things, not too many. You may have came across people in the past or recent past that made you feel like you weren't shit. Okay? That goes from family members, friends, relationships, situationships, whatever. And people made you feel like you weren't good enough, and like technically like last place in regards to whatever. They didn't see your worth. But you know who's going to see your worth? Yourself. You're going to see your own worth. You need to start loving yourself more, whoever I'm talking to. I'm talking here, that's a specific message right there, all right? Somebody here knows that you can pour into yourself a lot more than what you're doing, instead of pouring into others more. And this is like a message where whoever you are that I'm talking to, you know that you're done. You got to be done with satisfying people, because I know I am. So I know there's a few people here that are fucking done with like really pouring into people that aren't even pouring into you. You need to realize here that people that are in your corner now, or was in your corner, you know they weren't shit. With their intuition, you know they were not shit. So I feel like at this point, you need to start pouring into yourself instead of waiting for equal give and take from people that don't really care. A lot of it could have been stalemates. So yeah, it could have been a stalemate, or a person here that was like a situationship kind of, or even a relationship. But a stalemate can be any like friend, situation, relationship. This is somebody here that's avoidant, and they move at a turtle's pace, which I don't mind people moving at a turtle's pace. But when it comes to these people's growths, collective, it's very minimal. Like, they have no growth, and you know that they don't have any growth. So what you need to do is you need to just avoid them how they avoid you, and keep it going, because a lot of these people here, they got ego is their biggest shadow. This is the ego card. This is people that made you feel small. They have an ego the size of God knows what, but that's their shadow. A big shadow that's behind them that they can't balance out. And if you know how to balance out your ego, collective, then push these people to the side, because these are people here that are heavy projectors that think that nothing is wrong with them. They take no accountability at all. Focus on the present, because this is the present card. Focus on the present. Know your self-worth. Know that if somebody here cannot love you, regardless of who it is, you can love yourself. Because I promise you, once you tap into loving yourself, can't nobody tell you shit. I'm a firm believer on this. Why? Because I love myself for real. Whether people know that or not, I do, and I've learned that. So Once you learn that, you don't really need anybody. Let's be honest here. Once you know that. Now, aside from that, once you start living in the present and focusing on the present and not giving a F about the past or caring too much about the future, you'll tap into that sun energy. All right. And I feel like there's certain individuals that's going to watch this video that has tapped into sun energy because you have passed the test. This test, I highly believe it was a certain test. I feel like the universe is really like flinging all these past people out. Bing, 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 bing. All these people, you got all these exes that are coming out of the woodwork. You got people from your past that had you caught up in certain situations coming out of the woodwork. Family members that did you dirty coming out of the woodwork all of a sudden apologizing. And I feel like it's like because you have ducked these motherfuckers, I feel like a lot of yous is like being gifted by the universe and just walking in sun energy as well. Like, universe realized your strength and how much you carried so far as burden, and you're like technically getting rewarded for ducking people and breaking cycles. The test was in regards to breaking a cycle and leaving people where they need to be laid or they could be laying down, but needed to be like, these are people here that you close a cycle with, and you are remaining that cycle to be closed with majority of those people. Ugh. Let me get one more oracle. Or two. Autumn came out with harvest. I feel like during the last harvest moon, I believe that was last month, October's full moon. It was the beginning of the month, I believe. The last harvest moon, I truly believe like that you guys manifested something without realizing it. Okay? It may have also just been a wish that you've been wanting for a while. And I truly believe like because you have worked on yourself and you're getting in this like routine of manifesting. Somebody here manifested something over the last full moon, and it's coming into play right now. It's coming into play. Like if you did want to break cycles and you were manifesting a renewal, it's coming, because this is a renewal card. But this is also like a spark, all right? So if you close out a cycle and you're going through a renewal, I truly believe that you have gotten your spark back. So all the energy and time that you felt that people took from you and you weren't getting shit back from them, you're getting it back. You're getting your spark back. People that made you not feel good enough, loved, put you down, made you feel like shit, like you're getting that spark back so that way you can love yourself. You're pouring into yourself. And now you're starting to smile and really enjoy life. And if you aren't doing that now, I do see it in the future for a handful of you that are working on yourself. The universe knows that you have been working on yourself as well as your higher power, whatever you believe in, and your ancestors. They see your growth every day. And it doesn't matter who sees it. Because you're going to have people from your past, because you don't want to reconnect with them, talk shit. That's what they're good for. They're good for talking shit, right? That's what they're good for. They know the past version of you. They don't know the present day, right now, this moment. They don't know that version of you. Okay? They're still living in a cycle that they want you to be stuck in. No, you're done with it. Whoever here that I'm talking to, you're done with it. You're done with people making you feel low, making you feel like you're the problem all the time when you're not even a problem. This is their problem and a havoc that they create. These are people here that create their own chaos and their own havoc, but then have the nerve to turn around and be like, no, that's you. No, you're living in peace. You don't care. This is the cycles card. You break in cycles. You might be a cycle breaker. You might be a generational curse cycle. You might be a generational cycle breaker. Whoever I'm talking to. Butterflies can be significant as well. One of your spirit, listen, it could be a fairy possibly, but butterflies is significant. I feel like you always have butterflies that are around you, and then you also have like certain fairy like spirits as well, like ancestors, spirit guides that are possibly fairies that walk alongside of you every day. Okay, they see that you're changing and you're trying to complete a cycle here, and you are completing a cycle. You could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or have water placements, or you could be a Leo with the Sun card. Or you could be a Libra, because we got harvest here. So we can consider air being here too. So fire, water, air. Okay, we're gonna do earth as well. So every placement is here due to the present day. It's got outside right here in the background. So we got every element here in this read. But yeah, you're definitely out here breaking cycles, and you're crushing certain belief systems too. Like this could be the smoke and mirrors oracle card, but this is the facade beliefs. Like your beliefs may not match up to other people's beliefs, and that's okay. All right? Who cares? All right? I'm talking here to a Neo or somebody here that knows the difference between what's real and what's not real. Somebody here, I don't know, blue, like you're here and you notice what's really going on in this world. Okay? Listen, I used to be like a super heavy like a conspiracy theorist. But like I used to talk about shit all the time, especially that was like political stuff. But like now, like once you actually like tap into other like yourself, I don't know. You kind of you realize you see it, you acknowledge it, but it's like I don't know. I don't really talk about that stuff anymore unless it needs to be talked about. But it's like now my like certain beliefs have changed, especially when it comes to politics. You may be somebody here that went through many different beliefs, okay? But I feel like you're now realizing because you're climbing out of like some type of matrix bullshit, and you're now seeing things for what it is. Okay, and not a lot of people are going to agree with what you believe in, and that's fine because it's not for something for them to understand. Once you tap into self, it's not for it's not for everybody. I don't think it's for everybody because not everybody will fully comprehend what it is, what it feels like to be like to understand self. Okay, balancing their shadows, acknowledging their shadows, working on themselves. Not a lot of people can do that for real, and you are somebody here that's doing that, or at least tapping into that, acknowledging that you need to work on yourself. All right, guys, we're gonna leave it at that because that's the message that spirit wanted me to give out today. Peace out, guys. If it does resonate, please like, subscribe, or comment on my video. Peace out.